to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory.
Chiefs.
It's Smith's
Ooh,
Chiefs going up against Keenum's Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. We'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up.
I'd like to think that I've grown to a point in my life. I'm not dealing with this type of anymore. Yeah. Text message and I was. You did respond. I couldn't remember his name for nothing. I remember Bam, but I can't remember. This is not dating. That's the one I what? Circumstances. The commitment is nevertheless just as real. And have you given yourself enough opportunity to know that? Well, I didn't drink it then. I'll be drinking my own stuff. That the person that we see. I would ask you if it wasn't willingness to change into the moment.
You ready?
Good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Rams.
Well, yeah.
Smith going to turn and give to Charles. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down. And as we peer at this offense now, let's look at Jamal Charles, a guy who continues to be so productive in this league.
No matter where he touches it on the field, go the distance.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Again, it's Charles. And right away, he lost the football. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. Now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now. Look at 56. Look at 56.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a safety run. Parker there to make the tackle. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing on third, gone. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance. And it's looking.
Oh, I threw it to the wrong button. Fuck.
And it's picked off.
Motherfucker. Shit. Hit the wrong fucking button. That nigga was wide open.
Bring it back. It's a pick 6
Fuck.
and a KC touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6.
Damn.
How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation.
Get some buttons right, Smoke. Get some buttons right.
Ampersand?
I like it.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Back out.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Another carry now for Gurley. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
And the wideout in motion. Now it's gone. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Returnable for Thomas.
Oh, shit. What the fuck?
And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it
Everybody
down
went
to
there.
15. And now here
All right,
comes
defense.
Kansas City.
Let's go.
Last drive,
Back up.
obviously not what you're looking for. You've got
Offense
to
ain't giving us shit today.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. It'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA. Kenny Bryn, 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Smith, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
Mark Barron entered the league as a safety, but really plays much more like a linebacker. One thing we always notice at the end of every game, his stat sheet is full.
Now Smith, he's got the hook up with Conley. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Airing one out from Macklin, deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's Goff now on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tavon Austin, 29 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them.
Oh, he wasn't offside. Bullshit.
See if they can
recoup and
recover. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Following the penalty, here's Charles. You give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Charles. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, on that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
7 yards remaining here on 3rd down.
That's Macklin.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end, as a player. And that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
Screen pass to Charles. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Me, I do it.
Credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Leave me alone.
Well,
You do this.
because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So
I do this, woman.
down as the passer, I think in this situation,
Yes, I'm talking to you.
back to make sure no one
Said,
picks it off.
what the fuck? Why are they moving?
Sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
All right.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Smith now to throw. It's
I said, I'll do it. Never, nothing. I'll tell you.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Throwing again is Smith. And able
Good
to
play.
find Conley.
Great
And
play.
he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, 32 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up the score last time.
We're not to take a
Adjustments we
sack.
need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense. Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. Gone. His throw incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And that's incomplete. That one intended for Benny Cunningham. And that's going to make it 4th down.
And that one was knocked away.
Damn,
I
I
think
want
the
to go
defender's
for
going
it.
to be a little upset
Good
with
D.
themselves. They made the play on the football,
Good
but that
fucking
one
D.
felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Here's Thomas. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On first down, it's Smith. Deep drop. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And a little aside here, a good note of sportsmanship around the league that you and I were talking about off the air earlier. Cliff Averill reaching out to Tony Romo to wish him well, and Tony Romo replied in a text and said, hey, you take care of the NFC West and we'll see you in the playoffs.
They still know how to have fun, don't they? At the heart of it, they're guys playing a game and enjoying themselves. That's a nice little deal.
That's my fault.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
You're making mental mistakes, too. Mental
after the
mistakes.
touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cunningham now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Goff now looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Okay, that incompletion gives me some time to pick the brain of Charles Davis as we're on the cusp of the NFL season. What do you see some themes, some predictions for this year, partner?
Well, let's start with the quarterbacks. We know that they continue to carry the league, and this is the most quarterback-centric time I've seen, not just in the NFL, but in football overall. You play through your quarterback. But that doesn't mean that the runners are not back in the game. I think we're in a running back renaissance. Take a look at what we saw in preseason. The 49ers were the leading rushing team in the NFL. How about the Tennessee Titans? They want to be physical and run it. DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, they're going to do that. Carolina, Seattle, you know they're run-first type teams. Then let's go ahead and look at defenses. Defense is not out of the game. Denver won it last year on defense. Carolina got there in large part because of their defense. That's going to be a key to everything.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. After the interception, here's Smith. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson.
Damn, Smoke, what the fuck? He can't tackle it?
Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Albert Wilson, 51 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. So a nice job to break the one. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. DeAnthony Thomas, 77 yards. And the Chiefs head on to their lead. And we always talk about kick returns.
Put a 40 on me in the first half.
Kickoffs return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10
Put a
seconds.
40 on my ass.
Let's just cut it in half.
In the first half.
The most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great,
You're going to have to run this one back.
dashing play.
It's a fluke right here. You're going to have to run this one back.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's get out of this half, y'all.
This one, he'll go down to
Just go and get out of this half. Take it to the
out on the field. Here comes
to the half. All of the shit.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
Go to the second half. Second half.
Right? You just
Second half adjustment.
trying to get back into the game.
Make it respect.
You got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Make it respectable out here.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Yeah, I would be dumb if I hype this. He ain't paying attention. I hype this ball, he called a timeout, I punt it right back to him. Nah, sorry.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
All right, Smoke, let's go. You on bullshit right now. Let's get something working.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
He's just doing whatever the fuck
Now
he
we
wants to
take
do
it in
out
the
there.
end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down.
What the fuck?
Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Caught here left side by Brett. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Goff throwing again. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Damn.
Johnny Hecker now. He's been terrific so far. And problem spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They come up in an offset eye. On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. And he's got room. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put it.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The one running back is Gurley. Goff on 1st down. He has Britt over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup. And it'll be a Los Angeles 1st down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Derek Johnson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
A very solid gain of 27.
There's completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
The 1st down carry here for Charles. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now, after the touchdown here, Santos went away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And now they're in the hurry up.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Gone. And he fires one, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're running with Gurley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That's my problem. I want him running the ball. Not running the ball. That's my fucking problem.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a
That's why
blowout so
offense
far
came
as we get set
running.
for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Can't be mad at him. He's doing what he's supposed to.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st down, gone. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, gone. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Goff now to throw. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Britt goes in motion right. Again, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, it could be some jeopardy.
And now another one thrown incomplete. Bradley Marquez, the intended target. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone, in this compressed area of the field, that you're just happy to knock it.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brian Quick, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
Yeah.
He just yanked that one well to the left.
As soon as it's over, send that request again, man. Send that invite. As soon as this one over with.
Now after the
you ain't got to worry about that. This game over with.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they will be backed up
He's just
deep.
playing with us. He got his confidence up and shit.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get
like
ready
that
to
in you,
head
though.
on the field. And that recipe
I like
on
that
the
in you,
drive
Willie.
resulted in a touchdown. Looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator.
No matter what I
felt
do.
pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And a cut to the right and some open field here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 93 yards. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
They got 300 yards rushing.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
The throw on second down is gone. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Goff on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10. Goff again. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, it's gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Over. Hurry up, here we go. 39.
Here we go. It's Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And now here comes Kansas City. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Smith will hand it off here to Charles. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They come up in an offset eye. Now Jamal Charles on 3rd down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They are just obviously getting shook if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that +3.
And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And a really good gain there on the post route. Partner, how do you know to go to that pass?
When you're running the ball effectively and the safety likes to dive up there to try and help tackle, that's when you want to hit him over the top of the post in the area he vacates.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And I got to tell you, I've never coached, but if I'm a coach here, what do you say to your team after a loss this deflating?
After a loss like that, the less the better. Just get in the locker room, tell them that you care about them, and you'll see them at work come Monday. But boy, oh boy, you've got to find a way to let this one go fast.
Tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build it? Do we own it? We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to Airman Sally. There's your guard to all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it is.